Welcome to the Virtual Circuitry Field Trip, presented by the Peoria PlayHouse Children's Museum and the Illinois Science and Energy Innovation Foundation. Today, you'll be learning and doing activities all about circuitry, from building your own circuit to test the conductivity of items, to building your own house and lighting it up. Follow along with the video to learn everything you need to know to help you complete the activities. An electric circuit is a path for transmitting electricity. Circuits allow electricity to be used to power lights and appliances like televisions and refrigerators around your house. Circuits consist of 1. A power source, like a battery, 2. Wires to transmit the electricity from the battery to whatever needs to be powered, like a light bulb, and 3. The thing that needs to be powered, in this case, the light bulb. There are two different kinds of circuits, series circuits and parallel circuits. Series circuits are circuits in which all parts are connected to one another to form a loop. Once the electric current flows through one part, it will move on to flow through the next, and so on and so on. For example, the lights people hang on their Christmas trees are series circuits. Parallel circuits, on the other hand, are circuits that have different pathways. The electric current gets divided, and only parts of it flow through each of the paths, which can be switched on or off separately from the others. This is how your house works. You can turn off one light and leave the others on. Now it's time to make your very own circuit. The next bit of the video will explain how to make a circuit, step by step. Feel free to watch it as many times as you need to complete the activity, and pause it when you need to. To make your circuit, you will need the following materials: 1 LED light, 2 pieces of copper tape, one longer than the other, 2 round stickers, 1 coin battery, and 1 piece of cardstock. First, peel off the backing and place the longer piece of copper tape onto your cardstock near a corner of the paper. Next, place the smaller piece of copper tape next to the longer strip so that it is parallel, or side by side, like this. Next, bend out the legs of your LED. Once they've been bent, place the LED on your paper at the top of the 2 tape pieces so that each leg is touching 1 piece of copper tape. It's important that each leg only be touching 1 piece of copper tape, not both. Use your stickers to tape down the legs of the LED so that the light doesn't move around. Your circuit is nearly complete. Now take your coin battery and place it flat on the longer piece of copper tape, and bend the paper over so that the other side of the battery touches the short piece of copper tape. Think of it like pinching the battery between the pieces of paper and the copper tape. Is your circuit not working? If your LED doesn't immediately light up, here are some tips to get it working. Try flipping the battery over to change which side is touching the longer part of the copper tape. Make sure that the LED legs are touching the copper tape underneath. Try pressing them down to make sure that they're touching the copper tape. Don't worry, circuitry can be tricky, and sometimes it just doesn't work right the first time. If that's the case, don't give up. Keep trying to problem solve, and eventually you'll get it. Congratulations! You made your very own circuit! For a circuit to work, electricity needs to flow through something, and that something has to be conductive. Conductive items include steel, like paper clips, gold, like crowns or jewelry, copper, like pennies, and even water. Since not all objects are conductive, we must figure out which ones are through trial and error, or by doing an experiment. It is up to you to figure out which materials can conduct electricity. To do this, you'll need to create a new circuit and find materials to test. To build a circuit for your conductivity test, you will need the following materials: 2 pieces of copper tape, one longer than the other, 1 coin battery, 1 LED light, 2 round stickers, and 1 piece of cardstock. You will also need items to test the conductivity of, like paper clips, plastic bottle caps, pennies, or washers. This is what your circuit will look like to complete the conductivity test. Using what you know from making your first circuit, put this one together all on your own, but feel free to go back in the video if you need help remembering a step. Your house is actually full of circuits, even if you can't see them. Every time you plug in something to an electrical outlet, you complete a circuit, although not one that looks like the one that you've made. Instead of a battery, the power comes from an electrical plant and travels through power lines, not copper tape. until it reaches your house, where it is used to light up lamps and make your television work. Now it's time to use your circuitry knowledge to build a house and light it up. Use the materials in the bag provided to create your own cardboard house, and use your new circuitry expertise to attach a circuit to your house so that it can light up the LEDs. There are multiple ways to attach a circuit to your house, so be creative. To build your house and light it up, you will need the following materials: 1 cardboard base, 1 cardboard box, 1 large piece of copper tape, 1 coin battery, 2 LED lights, 4 round stickers, 4 pieces of cardstock, 6 pieces of construction paper, 1 glue stick, and 1 pair of scissors. Here's a demonstration of one way to attach a circuit to your house. I wanted my house to be lit up from the inside, so I carefully used a pair of scissors to poke a hole in the side of the box so I could stick my LED into the box, keeping the legs bent outside. Next, I take a piece of cardstock and glue it to the box under the LED. After that, I place a piece of copper tape onto the box and cardstock to form the circuit, like we did in the first activity, making sure that the legs of the LED can be taped down onto the copper tape. And then you're done! The smart grid is all about modernizing the electrical grid into an efficient and sustainable grid. It uses sensors, such as smart meters, to tell utility companies information about how the power is being used in a house. Another advantage is that it is also more sustainable, since it uses more eco-friendly power sources. More sustainable power sources can include solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. This video talks even more about the smart grid. Take a few minutes to watch. Now it's time to learn all about the smart grid by playing a video game. Pause the video now to complete this activity, and then resume once you're done. Congratulations! You have completed the Virtual Circuitry Field Trip, presented by ISCIF and the Peoria PlayHouse. You are now a circuitry expert, and thank you again for participating.